So basically the first time I went to church, I was at a very young age, and my recollection is that church was boring and didn't really speak to me. And it wasn't until my mom began going to a Foursquare church in my teenage years that I really began to understand that church can be exciting, it can be fun, and it can be appropriate for everyday life. And although I felt like I heard the message, I didn't feel like I was at a maturity level to understand what a relationship with Jesus was all about. So I basically went on my own direction of becoming a career person, paying my own way through school, and really wanted to become a physical therapist. And after 7 years of college, I did become one. And I really thought that I would feel gratified and have this exuberant amount of joy at that time. And once I did hit that level, I wasn't as gratified as I thought I was going to be. And I was kind of searching for something. There's got to be something out there that I need. And about a year ago, I moved to Missoula and had heard about Foursquare Church here. And ironically, the first week I was here, I met Jill, who worked at the same hospital I did, and she invited me to come here. And it was just at a point where I needed to hear that message again. And this time I was at a level of being ready. And I just had a willingness to hear the word, and I allowed that to happen in me. It wasn't until this year that I decided to make it a dedicated commitment to have that relationship with Jesus. And on June 25th of this year, I went through water baptism. Ironically, 2 days later, my grandma died, and I really felt like her death on this earth gave me some spiritual life. And it was the first time I looked at death as a celebration. It's not something to be sad about, but really something to rejoice about, because she was entering the kingdom of God, and what an excitement. And I really think that at that time my heart was changed on how I looked at life and how we treat it. And since that time, I feel like relationships I have with my immediate family, with my church family, with my friends have just become so much more deepened and really meaningful, like they never were before. I think one of the greatest joys is a relationship I began with a guy, Chad, who I'm now dating, who believes like I do that if you're not right with God, then you can't be right with another person. And I think this is definitely the season where you get to experience these joys. And I guess I just feel like my decision, although it took years to come to this conclusion, was the best and most important one I could have ever made.